I love racing cars, but there's always someone going to be better, and there's always something you can do better. My mum always said, you just got to keep racing for fun and remember why you started.
This is the day the wild child arrived.
Shane van Gisbergen is the master of Bathurst.
That love of going racing, and it was a cool family environment.
That is a beautiful moment.
I don't know what makes me better than other people. I think I got a lot better when I diversified what I was racing. So I went to America, and it was cool just to try something different.
It has been 60 years since a driver has won in their series debut.
You have that mentality of no fear.
The question most people want to know is, how the f*** is he doing it?
Where are we?
Super secret private location.
Actually, yeah, this is a non-disclosed location.
Yeah.
I think we need like one here out, so it forces you to corner.
For my 30th, we did this car race. We wanted to race some bombs and just play around.
A couple of cars gonna circulate around a circuit.
Don't stop talking
gently.
Don't talk
Nice and
this
carefully.
is the biggest race of the year. It's definitely Shane's biggest race of this year.
Every year since then, we do a race, and it's our social event for the year, really. It's gotten a bit out of hand now.
Don't go.
I think this year we got 25 cars, and it's all people we know, and they're all ex-racers. You know, they're all sort of hillbilly type dudes, but yeah, everyone can drive. The level keeps going up and people keep making their cars better, and some people take it more serious than others, but it gives those guys a chance to come racing. At the end of the day, it's just a fun day with like-minded idiots.
That's where it all started. He's on his potty, mate, plastic potty on the lino, you know, just sliding around the kitchen. Classic. There's two of them here. Right, let's see what's in this other box.
Tell us about Shane as a young kid, mate. What was he like growing up?
Oh, is he listening or what?
We had 40 acres, and then so Mum had all her horses and stuff. We had all bike tracks, and it was a gravel road. Had like a tricky downhill, then an oval at the bottom, and you'd drive back up the hill.
The land over the backs was good for nothing but motocross tracks. So that's what we had.
Our neighbours, they raced quad bikes. I would go to theirs and ride the motorbike and pester Mum and Dad to get one, and then, yeah, I got one, and yeah, so we made tracks at home, and they had a little track at their place.
We'd have all the rope start. I'd have him facing the wrong way. So he's got to spin it round and then catch up to the field.
Handicap.
I teach him to learn to pass safely without taking them out. That was his first quarter midget. He would have been 9 years old then.
We would always do stuff on the weekends, whether it was the speedway or dirt track racing, and in the early days my sister raced as well, so we'd all go away as a family pretty much every weekend. So that was like when I was, I think 10 to 15, I was in the dirt track stuff, yeah.
I used to teach Shane and his schoolmates how to drive cars around the gravel road. And
We were always riding or racing something, yeah.
learned to control a car going down the hill on gravel with the handbrake on and keeping it straight. A lot of kids can't do it, but when they keep doing it and practicing it, they could do it, you know.
Oh, yeah, show us a couple of these ones beaten up a bit.
G'day. The rule was with fencing, we had to fix.
Righto.
And Harrow the road afterwards, but you can see the we. Oh, mate, it was bloody a lot of fun. And, I mean, it was good because Shane's mates were all 12, 13, and they were all driving cars and driving them well, you know, like, because I used to train them all down around the oval there. Oh, you haven't seen the ones in here?
If we were to ask 11-year-old Shane, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I always wanted to race cars. Like, I would watch Supercars a lot, but not every race, but I was like, that's what I want to do. But when we were racing, we never really set out with a goal. We just went racing for fun and kept climbing through the ranks, and eventually we got there, but it wasn't like a set plan or like this is what we have to do. We just kind of went with the flow of it, I think, and that worked well.
My wife wanted Shane to ride horses because Karen was, you know, great with horses. And I slowly slipped them off the nag and put them on a bit of fuel, mate.
She didn't like the racing that much, but she always supported us, you know, and she went to Dad's rallies and stuff, but never, you know, didn't get too involved in it, and she hated being a passenger in it, you know. Like, she never had a speeding ticket in her life kind of person. She was very different.
Yeah, Lauren did that. Oh, Lauren and Shane, happy Mother's Day. They did them for Mum. Yeah. Right. So my Karen used to just keep every single item she saw in the newspaper, she would save it. So that's probably what all those folders there will be, every single article.
So it looks like she was starting to document his US journey here.
Yep.
She would come to races. She would love going to Sydney and Adelaide, you know, because they had the good shopping. She'd come to the track on a Sunday or something.
I don't manage Shane anymore. When Karen wasn't well, I had to say, Shane, mate, I'm going to hang my boots up and look after Mum. If she was still here with us today, she'd be absolutely wrapped here. Oh, she'd be happy. She was always the one that instigated at me to make sure Shane's enjoying it, which was a secret. I need a break.
Well, it's like my mum always said, you just got to keep racing for fun, you know, and remember why you started. We're all lucky to be a professional race car driver, but at the end of the day, you're just racing cars.
What have we got here?
Shane van Gisbergen, the 18-year-old Kiwi, making his V8 Supercar debut. Here comes Van Gisbergen, on the inside.
He is a serious, hardcore racer. Incredible. How's that feel for you?
Oh, can you believe it? Yeah!
There's people with burnouts.
This is the day the wild child arrived.
Incredible style and flair. Relentless pursuit of speed and perfection.
I think when you look back, you enjoy the wins and the big moments.
The 31-year-old Kiwi is the master at Bathurst. Shane van Gisbergen is now a three-time winner of the great race.
So Shane now celebrating his Repco Supercars championship victory.
Win a championship for me means everything.
I didn't step up to this cabinet, mate. I didn't quite qualify.
You know, I was very comfortable in Australia racing Supercars. I'd done it 15, 16 years, and I could have done that for another 10 or whatever till I retired, right? These are some started when I started GT racing, and the last year in Supercars, I wasn't real happy. We would go to a race Monday and you do 3 or 4 days of promotion. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got bored of it and angry with it. I felt like Australia changed a lot the last few years, and it's hard to show your personality.
He's not a sport brat. Shane's not enjoying himself. He's out. Stick it up your I'm doing something else, you know.
You have to turn and drive up the hill.
Justin Marks, the Trackhouse owner, ran a program called Project 91 where he'd put drivers from around the world, and Justin thought that a supercar driver would be good going to that race. I never thought of what kind of result I was going to get, but then also what could come of it.
And it has been 60 years since a driver has won in their series debut. He comes to the checkered flag. He's won the very first street race in NASCAR.
That's so cool. Thank you, guys.
It was like a whirlwind, you know, full 180 of what my life plan was, I guess.
Man, that was the most fun I've had in a race car in a long time.
2 months later, we were committed to go and move to America, so it all happened pretty quick. It was a pretty awesome opportunity with good timing to go to America, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
I think it's going to be really, really tough to overcome the sports elite on ovals. I don't think he's going to be able to do that.
Fired up, you ready?
Being a rookie is tougher than it's ever been.
And the guys I'm comparing to, everybody looks tight right now.
And you're racing against guys who have thousands of laps at these tracks, years and years of knowledge.
That was close.
The most balls up racing I've ever done. You got to tighten the belts and send it.
SVG to the bottom. Very, contact!
This is hard. That was a rude awakening. It's just such a different sport. Like, it's not anything like any other racing I've done.
If you hear him say slide him, just be ready to get tires out there. The plan right now is to pit with the other key partner cars.
Whoa! Van Gisbergen slid all the way past all of them. I don't know. I don't think he got it stopped, Kevin.
I said, oh, bloody pit stop cost you there. And then he'll ring me and say, oh, I f***ed up. It's his mistake. He always puts his hand up.
P31. Got to clean up the mistakes if we're going to be in these things.
Our first half of the year was terrible. It was a new team within Trackhouse, a lot of new staff to the team, and obviously a rookie driver too. You know, the ovals are my weakness, you know, that's what I've never done before.
People don't realize what a grind this sport is. You race on Sunday, you get home late, and you're back in the shop Monday with meetings.
But I didn't have entry instability like we had on the sim with it compared to the other setups.
And it's that same cadence week after week for 38 weeks. Shane is an elite level talent. Not much experience on the ovals, but I think we've seen over the first 15 or 16 weeks that he's figuring it out pretty quick. So I think the second half of the season is going to look far different than the first half.
Since I've gone to NASCAR, it's the most I've ever studied before races, just because it's all so new.
What are your thoughts just running in the static? Easier to work through the field?
Yeah, I think it's easier if you got a tire advantage.
Yeah.
Loaded configurations.
His brain just works at a different frequency than most. He can analyze and digest data at a rate that I've never seen.
Mexico started off kind of rough with some plane issues going out there.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have 3 spotters, had none. We were supposed to have 2 engineers, had none. Only had 1 mechanic.
Yeah, I think you just need front. Like, we got good drive, so we got plenty of room there to come back down in front again.
Friday was still stressful with only having a few of us, but we worked through it and got some good adjustments done in practice.
Yeah, Junior, let's chat with Shane van Gisbergen. I have some great news for you, qualifying as official. So now you've won the pole here at the first ever Mexico City race. I'll do the high five.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a really cool achievement for us, and great start spot for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited. That's really cool.
Mexico City, Adam.
Yeah, buddy. Nice ride. I was very sick that day.
Shane wasn't feeling good. He told me about an hour before the race that he had some stomach issues. He didn't show up at the car until about 30 seconds before he put his helmet on. I looked at him and said, "Are you gonna be all right?" He's like, "I don't know."
As they come off of turn 15, we are green in Mexico City.
The race started and I felt fine. You put the helmet on and the adrenaline takes over, and
beating and banging.
Muscle up.
In that last stage, we started pulling a big gap. They kept telling me to slow down, but when you slow down, I find I lose focus.
Stop telling me to slow down. Just keep me concentrated.
I wasn't well, so I just had to keep charging, I felt like.
And at one point, he was just like, stop trying to slow me down. Just let me drive.
And the first name on the trophy is Shane van Gisbergen.
Hell yeah, buddy. You're such a badass. Yes! Nice job, guys.
When we won at Mexico, our first race, it just was like a switch flip. You race literally every single weekend. So the commitment that everyone has to the racing and how hard it is on the families, it's a tough sport, you know? It makes it worth it when you have some good weeks.
NASCAR back, racing on the streets in Chicago.
SVG is on attack in every corner, even when you don't expect it.
Maybe just go ahead and give him a key to the city. Because Shane van Gisbergen delivers once again.
Hell yeah, buddy. Weekend sweep. You are a badass. Great job, 88 team.
It's every single week in NASCAR, you're with those guys. It's an emotional kind of roller coaster, and you build pretty close relationships with everyone.
We're going to show you a text from him later.
The team starts believing in you a bit more, and my confidence kept growing.
But Junior, it's crazy to me that SVG could be looking possibly at his third win of the season if he can pull it off here in Sonoma today.
Shane van Gisbergen dominates and wins Sonoma.
You are unbelievable, man.
Holy SVG, golly. SVG does it again. He gets redemption and wins at Watkins Glen. Fourth consecutive road course win and fourth win as a rookie.
I don't think these Cup drivers are sick of getting beaten by SVG. You are mistaken.
SVG wins the Roval.
SVG obviously dominant on road courses, but keep your eye on him because he is improving on the oval.
That's up to Shane, you know, if he still keeps his, eagerness to win, his desire to win, he'll get there. He'll find a way of winning the ovals. But I mean, we'll always encourage him, of course. But yeah, he'll be fine.
It doesn't feel like an individual sport, even though it comes across as one. You feel fully engrossed in a team, like you're working together with so many people, and yeah, it's a common goal really to obviously win races, but have a good time doing it.
Right, okay, give the fucking clip a bit of a bend, mate.
Can you adjust the clip?
I just remember Dad would be in the shed late a lot of nights a week. Every little thing mattered, and I just remember all the little details he would go into just to perfect this car. He's an amazing driver himself, and obviously I got to a level where it's hard for him to give advice. And the amount of family I have here and friends invested, like it's pretty cool. You feel like, yeah, not like you're being supported, but they're on the ride with you. It's pretty cool to have so many people involved. I love my racing more than ever, and whether it's, the professional stuff, but coming back and doing the speedway sprint cars or racing the shit cars on the weekend, like stuff like that, I just love getting in the car and going for it. I just like having fun, and trying not to be too stressed about things. I sort of go with the flow of it.